everybody. Happy Friday. Woo! We get to kick back, kick off your shoes, relax. No Super Bowl this weekend. The Olympics are ending, so you probably get to just relax. So I hope you're looking forward to it. But I don't know if anybody got to see the show last night, but my goodness, we had the best time talking about love. Good morning, Susan. Hi, Jerry. But it was a lot of, really a lot of fun. A lot of people kind of calling in, a lot of people asking their love questions, and it was really enjoyable. It was a lot of fun to just kind of give that insight, give that advice. And obviously, you can't tell someone exactly what to do. We all have free choice, right? Free will. But it's so much easier. Sometimes, just being out of a situation, it's so much easier to see it for someone else. I think just even in general, right? Beyond psychic. So thank you, Susan. Thank you. Jerry, you have to go back and watch it. We had a lot of fun. So today, we're going to talk about love for a loved one, okay? Good morning, Kara. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes, you're the 11 years. See, well, I love that your family was like, well, we've been telling you all this time. So it's always fun. Good morning, Sherry. Hi, Sean. Hello. So today, we're going to focus on love for a loved one. There's been a lot of loss. There's always kind of these ebbs and flows of losing a loved one. And by no means is it an easy process, right? Regardless of, good morning, Lois. Good morning. Regardless of how that person transitions or whether or not they've lived a full, abundant life or they passed when they were younger or the circumstances under that transition, that passing. There's so many variables, okay? So many variables that are factored in. But the one thing that always remains the same is that we feel loss and we feel grief and we feel sad and we miss them. And some of that can weigh very heavily on us to the point where we can't even function on a day-to-day basis. We're not finding joy or happiness in the world, right? Good morning, Julie. So the thing is we can still love that loved one even if they are in spirit. And there's so many little things that you can do. It is, think about writing them a letter. Get those letters, that you can burn and they fly off. Why not write them a letter and then burn it? Let it fly into the sky. Let it reach heaven. There's nothing wrong with sharing how you feel. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Stephen. There's nothing wrong with telling someone, hey, I miss you and I'm thinking about you. And oh my goodness, I went and did this yesterday. And when I bought these flowers, they totally made me think of you. If they have a grave site and it makes you feel good to visit that site, go to the site, bring something, just sit and talk with them. Good morning, Kelly. I'll see you next weekend. I can't believe it already. Good morning, Rebecca. So, good morning, Jackie. Next week, I'm coming. I can't wait. The thing is that your loved ones can hear you. So when you speak out loud, you can even speak inside your mind, right? But when you speak out, or when you write a letter, or when you do something in their honor, things like that, they're around you. They're going to notice. It's going to make you feel connected. Try wearing their favorite color for a day. Or if they wear a perfume, get a bottle of that perfume and just dab a little every now and again. Keep that feeling and that sense around. If they were a nice knitter or a crocheter, see if you've got one of their blankets. And rather than keeping it tucked away in the back of a closet, bring it out, lay it out. It will just remind you Oh, Julie, I'm so sorry to hear about your poodle. But, again, I think the beauty that that baby was in your arms, it's a beautiful blessing that you were able to hold that baby to the last physical breath, right? Good morning, Michelle. But there's so many things that we can do that will make us feel our loved ones closer. So some of you say, oh, I never feel my loved one, or they haven't been around. Yes, they're around. They're around. But if you try some of these exercises, then I really feel that you'll get that inspiration, or you'll feel closer to them, okay? One of the other things to do, I always like baking their favorite cookies or loaf or dessert. Again, just kind of honoring them in a way that celebrates their lives, celebrates that they were here in the physical world, celebrates that they made a difference. And when you celebrate that they are there making a difference, that's when you can really embrace that love. That's when you can really embrace their memory and what they did for you in your life. So it's we can always love our loved ones all the time. And sometimes they'll pop a little picture in your head, or you'll see, maybe a bird or a sign, a feather, something that's letting you know your loved one is around, right? Because they do love those signs and symbols. They really do. And when we just stop to kind of notice them, when we take a moment, and stop rushing through our day, stop bustling through our day, okay? We can actually notice these signs more and more. It's about expanding that awareness, really taking in the colors around you, taking in the wildlife around you, taking in the little nuances. And when you're aware, I feel like your perception will get stronger. You'll be able to see, feel, hear, know all the bit more. And no matter what, just don't doubt that they are with you and that they are around you. See, Jillian, there you go. Validation for you. Jillian just saw a white feather, so it's validation for her. So, So try those things, If you had a crafty grandma, go do something crafty. If your grandpa loved the garden, go garden, okay? So it's all of these things that we can do to honor the life of our loved ones, and even our fur babies, right? Our fur babies. Our fur babies are like our children. They're like our babies. But the thing too is, when we've done our job, when we've been able to express that love, when we've been able to communicate to our loved one that we love them, that we're around them, that we're thinking of them, that string, that soul string, that soul cord will bring us so much closer to them, so much closer, just in that moment. Just in that moment. It doesn't take anything more than that. So sit and think of your loved one today, but do it with a positive mindset. Do it with loving memories. Do it with laughter. Do it with knowing that, that they had a good life, or that they led a good life, or that they made a difference in your life. Good morning, Juanita. Good morning, Stephanie. So do it with joy, not sadness. Think of you. You don't want people to feel sad. I wouldn't, when I pass, I'm hoping people will say, oh my God, she can make me smile, or she can make me feel better, or, she could turn that frown upside down, or whatever it is. We don't want people to feel sad about us, right? We want people to feel joy, feel happy, feel that we did something, feel that we got something right in this world. So let them know that they got something right, that they did it right, that they showed love, that, that they owned who they were, whatever it is, and honor that. Take that with you today. Take that with you. And that's it. I'm hoping that helps. It's a beautiful day to celebrate spirit, a beautiful day to celebrate our loved ones. And if your loved one is not in spirit, then take this time to make an effort to tell them you love them. Tell them what they mean to you. Let them know now, before they get to a place where they can't hear you, see you, feel you in this physical context that we know, that we're understanding in this moment. They're always going to hear you. They're always going to see you. They're always going to be around. But sometimes for ourselves, we just need to be able to have that in the physical. So get out there, share some love, share your beautiful light, tell your loved one you love them. So Carrot, when you pass, we're going to be like, can you believe she was with that guy 11 years? No. Anyhow, you beautiful people, I want you to have a wonderful weekend. I want you to celebrate love. And absolutely, Julie. And to be honest, Coco was 16. There's not too much more you could have gotten out of Coco. That is pure love right there. So even though it's sad, again, I had two dogs, and they were 15 and almost 17 when they passed. And I understand the grief and the sadness, but I always felt a really strong sense of comfort that they had lived such long lives, which really meant that they were happy, really meant that I had gotten something right. So, in the grief, allow yourself to grieve, but in that moment, celebrate the beautiful life that this baby had. All right. And we all have beautiful lives. So we all have this moment to help and heal others. So use your light, shine it bright, and go out and love someone today. Have a beautiful weekend. This is it. I'll see you guys Monday. Bye-bye.